Ladies, we're here on the channel. We're here on the channel to do something different. Since I'm gonna be like doing a lot of NBA, like Warrior recaps, the Kentucky recaps. So I want to do some different stuff. We're gonna do a few NASCAR videos. So I'm gonna go over some of the NASCAR news over the last few days. Mostly a lot of driver announcements and mostly a lot of driver announcements and stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Starting off, Daniel Hemrick will be will drive the 16 for Colleague in the Daytona 500, which was pretty obvious because AJ Allmendinger he doesn't like super speed, probably doesn't like super speedway racing, and Noah Gregson's already in 62 for Beard Motorsports, so kind of figured Danny Hemrick's gonna be in the 16 for Colleague. Next thing is Rafael Lessard will drive the 87 for SQR Development for select races coming up in the 2022 season. When I first saw this, I'm like, who the hell is SQR Development? But then I found out because I was told. The team's owned by J.C. Stout, former starting partner in the Busch Series. He's gonna own this team, and fun fact, he'll actually be running for governor of New York. It's interesting. So Lessard will drive the 87 for SQR Development, which is a good move for some select races for Lessard. So those are the first two stories. 3, Matt Mills, he'll be returning to the 5 car for BJ McLeod Motorsports. He's been decent the last few years. Last year wasn't really too good because he just crashed a lot, just crash prone. So it was an okay move. He just, I mean, he's average to below average, so there's not really much more to say about that. Next thing, Noah Gragson will be, his first race for Colleague will be at Atlanta. So I think he'll run pretty good. He runs pretty good at Atlanta. And this new track, I think, will suit his driving style. So I think he can run top 10, top 5, top 10, because he's pretty good at Atlanta. So yeah. So Gregson will run his first race for Colleague at Atlanta. The next thing, the Money Team. Yes, the Money Team finalized a deal for the Daytona 500, and their driver will most likely be Kaz Gralla. I can't believe it. The Money Team is actually a thing. They teased like a few years ago that they be in the Cup Series, and now it looks like it's finally gonna happen. Team with Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if he knows if this team is going on or their plans or whatever. But yeah, the Money Team looks like they'll be finalizing a deal. Probably, I think, got that chartered from a Starcom. We'll probably get that charter from Starcom, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll try and make the Daytona 500. I don't know if they'll make it. If they do, that's if this report is legit from a few days ago. But it's interesting. Next thing is Ryan Vargas, full-time for JD Motorsports in the 2022 season. I don't know if I would have put him up full-time. He's mediocre at best. He was really rushed up to the Xfinity Series. Hasn't really done much, so I think he should maybe went part-time maybe for JD and have some other drivers here and there, but that's my thoughts on that. Josh Bilicki, this report from Casey Campbell a few days ago said Josh Bilicki told him he will run 25 races for Spire Motorsports. His first race will be at Auto Club. So, it's a good move here for Josh Bilicki. He ran pretty good in Rick Ware equipment. And not the best, but really great for that equipment. And this is some pretty good equipment. Corey LaJoie had some good runs last year, especially late in the year. And on the super speedways, I think they can win. Like, avoid the wrecks and stuff. So, this is a good chance here for Josh Bilicki here for Spire Motorsports with 25 races. I think in the 77 car, he won't be in the clash, but he'll run about 25 races, so good for Spire. Next story is Cody Ware will be now full-time. He was part-time for Rick Ware Racing last year. Cody Ware will go full-time for Rick Ware Racing. He was part-time last year, and he wasn't good. He sucks. But you knew he was going to stay with Rick Ware Racing, and probably he knew it was going to be full-time as well, so. Yeah, so there's not much really to say about this except Cody Ware sucks. Jeffrey Earnhardt will be back in the 26th for Sam Hunt Racing on, I think, some select starts. Along with Ryan Truex, we'll have some part-time starts. So, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Ryan Truex back in the Xfinity Series. And they'll both have some part-time starts for SHR, Sam Hunt Racing, not Stewart Haas Racing, Sam Hunt Racing. And Jeffrey Earnhardt's just not that good, and neither is Ryan Truex. These two are just not that good. But for part-time, I guess it's good, just for a few starts. So, that's that story. Next story is Team Penske. They have no plans to race in Xfinity this year, which sucks. They said if there is a sponsor could line up, then they could maybe run some races here and there, but there's currently no plans to race in Xfinity this year, which is going to be weird, not seeing a Team Penske in the Xfinity Series, but they don't really have a driver lined up. After Cindric, I kind of figured they wouldn't have any plans to race in Xfinity after Cindric was going to Cup, so yeah, so it's going to be weird not seeing Team Penske in the Xfinity Series coming up this season, but I'm not surprised. The last story we have for today's NASCAR News, first episode of NASCAR News, is Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man. Has no 2022 NASCAR plans. Newman said he had no plans. He's going to do like local modified, maybe some like local modified races. So, he has no plans for this season, which I'm not surprised because he's getting out there in age. So, maybe he could race a few races in like the Xfinity Series for BJ McLeod, like part-time starts after BJ McLeod, but I doubt it. I think he might just retire. Honestly, he might just retire. But who knows? Yeah, that's it for the NASCAR news for episode 1. I'm gonna do a lot more of these. Probably gonna do a few more of these before the season starts. Give it a thumbs up for this video. Until next time, I'm like a like. Peace. And I'll do a Warriors recap maybe tonight. We'll see.